Hello, this is Rachel Oikster and David Schellenberg from the Blue Vote Cafe.
You're listening to the podcast of Democrats Abroad's Veterans and Military Families Caucus.
Hello, my name is Key Evans. I am the Vice Chair of the Democrats Abroad Global Veterans and Military Families Caucus. I live in Guatemala and I vote in New Mexico. In today's episode, Michael Ramos, Chair of the VMF Caucus, interviews Lucia Perez. She is a military get out the vote specialist, lives in Spain, and votes in New York. She is a military family member. And now here's the discussion that Michael and Lucia had.
Okay, we're here with Lucia Perez, Democrats Abroad Spain, and we're going to talk about the Veterans and Military Families Caucus. I'm so excited to see this happening because I know there's such a great potential there. And let me throw it over to Lucia. If you tell us a little bit about you and your military connection and why you're doing all this, why you're helping form the caucus. And so tell us about you.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Michael. I'm honored to begin this important and most needed dialogue with you. Thank you for your tireless service and commitment to servicing Democrats abroad and the global BMF community, Michael. Thank you. I really appreciate this. So, myself in a nutshell. Myself in a nutshell is that I come from a military family. My dad was a veteran, and he's actually buried in a veterans cemetery. I kind of grew up with the military values and the ethic approach to servicing our nation, not only in my direct family, but also my immediate family members. They were mostly military. And then when I was young, I had the opportunity to get involved with Veterans Affairs in the community of Spokane, Washington, when we were experiencing all the hurdles that veterans were experiencing at that time after the Vietnam War. So that was my beginning of a long journey along that. In higher education at that time in my college, the average age for a student was 28 because we had a great influx of veterans who were returning home and they were furthering their education. So I was surrounded by the moment of most need and attention to military veterans at that time. I also worked with the Department of Labor in placement interviewing, and I was giving the responsibility to develop the Veterans Preference Program and to guarantee that employers at that time were following the rules to actually facilitate employment to those veterans who have returned home. Later on, I married a military person, and he got reenlisted during the Operation Iraqi Freedom. And since then, I spent over 12 years in the military, highly involved with the family readiness groups, with the commanders programs to assist military families, also the military family action plan to give recommendations to the Pentagon on services and needs that our veterans were experiencing. So, and ever since I been involved and committed to actually improving the life of veterans, not only by my personal experiences, but also by the need that is there to continually improve the quality of those who have honorably served our nation.
Okay, yeah, very, very interesting. Okay, so you have a lot of military connection over your life experience. Okay, so let me talk about the caucus now. So could you tell me if I'm an American living in Spain and I would like to join the Spain VMF caucus, do I have to be a veteran?
No, no, all walks and affinities, you know, of life, walks of life, can join. First of all, one thing is that in order to join the BMF Spain caucus, you have to be a member of Democrats Abroad. Then you don't have to be either in the military or a veteran. Anybody who can be family members, caregivers, and allies who support the military and veteran community.
Okay, yeah, thank you for clarifying that. Now, okay, let's just say I'm a Democrats Abroad member and I do not live in Spain. But what if I want to help in your efforts? Maybe you're gonna do some get out the vote at Rota Naval Station, or I want to help pay for a wreath that you're gonna lay at a cemetery, or I want to make some sort of donation to the Spain VMF caucus. Is that something that I can do?
As a member of Spain, you have to be in Spain in order to participate with the VMS caucus. However, because we will be working in conjunction with other organizations that are relevant to, morale, welfare, and recreation of veterans and military families in different military installations. They could make a donation either to the Democratic Party directly. So there are always, ways in which you can donate. But if you are in the VMF Spain caucus of Democrats Abroad, you must be a member of Democrats Abroad.
Okay. Yep, thank you for that. Okay, now let me ask another question. If somebody in Spain, a Democrats Abroad member living in Spain, but they do not live anywhere near a military base, but they still want to help the caucus, how can they do that?
First of all, they have to be a member of Democrats Abroad Spain. And once you are, then regions are not important. This is one of the fascinating challenges that we have for the BMF caucus in Spain, is that we will work nationwide, bringing what I call military constellations, meaning networks in different regions who can work as communicators, supporters, and of course, they can donate any of either financial resources or time, which is mostly needed. We need members at this moment.
Okay. So another example question for you. So I'm a Democrats Abroad Spain member, and I'm looking for reasons why should I join the VMF caucus? What kind of reasons can you give me? Why would I want to do that?
Well, first of all, if you want to join a specific group that advocates for specific issues, in this case, the military community, you can do text banking, you can do phone banking. There are a lot of things because we have a dispersed military population, and then our group is highly adaptable, grassroots driven. So you can cooperate, like, for example, if you have a personal issue that it's very close to your heart, you can write to us and say, hey, I want to engage into writing articles for the newsletter. That's hey, everybody's welcome to cooperate. I want to perhaps help on social media. Wonderful. So there are so many volunteer opportunities that you don't have to be in Madrid. That's where I'm located at this moment. You can be anywhere in the country and offer your services in favor of issues that are very dear to you, your community, your family, and overseas, in this case, back home.
Yeah, thank you for that. And I think that Democrats Abroad Spain is kind of special because it does have military installations there. So for example, if I was a member of Democrats Abroad Dominican Republic or Democrats Abroad China, there's no military bases there. So it's hard to put my hand up to volunteer to say, I want to help get out the military vote. But Spain does have a military presence there. So can you talk a little bit about why is that significant of helping get out the vote from anybody who's military connected living in Spain? Why is that important?
That's really important because, first of all, we have a huge military base in Rota, which I have visited before on several occasions, doing Space A flights to Spain, where my family is located. And we have the Moron Air Base. We have also agreements with Torrejon Air Base right here in Madrid. We have a few NATO installations. So it is special because I think that activating this caucus will actually bring about unity in the dispersed military community. And at present, we have certain issues that are relevant to all fields of service. And so anybody from any military background who wishes to engage into directing the vision of Democrats abroad towards a more sustained, forward-looking future, then this will be a great opportunity for unity, for communication, and we can be the source where all fields of services can rely upon issues that not only Democrats are fighting, because another really particular issue with the Democrats Abroad VMF Caucus is that we also work on bipartisan issues, no, in Congress, House of Representatives, and through Veterans Affairs, because we have veterans. We don't have veterans that are relevant in one area and not the other. Whatever the system does affects everybody. So we are a caucus that is seeking unity, stabilization, and future opportunities that will benefit all military veterans and their families.
Okay. All right. And my final question for you, last one. So I'm a Democrats Abroad member and I live in Spain, or I'm a Democrats Abroad Spain member, I should say. And I'm listening to this podcast and I'm saying, hey, you know what, Lucia, this sounds like really interesting. I'd like to get more involved in this. So how do I go about signing up to be with the Democrats Abroad Spain VMF caucus? How do I learn more? How do I join? How do I tell somebody I'm interested in volunteering? Let me know how to.
Yes. Well, we will have a newsletter that hopefully it'll be up and running as soon as I get the get-go on that. I ran the Madrid chapter newsletter for the last 2 years, monthly, during the Harris Walls campaign. And communication is like a flower. It blooms. What I mean by that is that effective communications will be the vehicle by which we will ask people, you want to join? We will have all the information to contact us, and we have an open arms policy. So everybody who's qualified is welcome to join.
All right. Thank you, Lucille. Really appreciate you talking with me today. And hopefully you have a whole bunch of volunteers in the very near future.
I hope so too, and I'm willing to fight for it. Just like the good old say says, if we wish to go fast, we go along. But if we want to go far, we go together. And like Hannibal also quoted, aut viam inveniam, aut faciem, which means if we don't have a way, we will make one.
Thank you, Lucia and Michael. That was very informative. And I'm sure everyone listening to this really appreciates the information you've given us. So please stay tuned to this channel because we will be doing more interviews with more of our members. Thank you very much.
In your heart, silver wings on your chest. I'm gonna be